Microsoft released its 2021 Q2 financials today, and it's all great news in terms of Xbox. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for stopping by. If you are new here and you enjoy what you see throughout this video, I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button to join this community and help this channel grow so we can have awesome conversations in the comments below. But for now, let's jump into this. So Microsoft had their earnings call today, and overall for the company itself, it was all great news, and a big part of the success had to do with the growth of Xbox. So there are three main points here. I'm not going to go over the entire thing because you may not care about the Windows side of anything, but when it comes to Xbox, there are three main things that you may be interested in, and that is that Microsoft reported $43.1 billion in company-wide revenue with a 51% uptick in gaming revenue. Now, this obviously has a lot to do with the release of the Xbox Series X and S, as well as subscription services. They saw the hardware sales revenue climb 86% year over year, which is crazy, and it makes a lot of sense when you look at that number. 86% is a massive number, but year over year, last year was the end of the Xbox One, which was a console that in general didn't sell as well as I think Microsoft wanted to. It did sell enough. I mean, it was enough to allow them to continue to make consoles and stuff like that, but I think Microsoft wanted to push the Xbox One a bit more. And then the Xbox Series X and S releasing in November of 2020 was a big push for those sales. They sold out everywhere. So every single console that were put out into stores, they sold out. And every time they come out with new stock for people to buy, they sell out instantly. Now, this has to do with obviously the hype for the Xbox Series X and S. It's a console people want. It is a great console, but also they have a low amount of stock, or at least they're not able to fully meet the demand right now. And if you look at the stock, Tim Stewart previously commented about the Xbox Series X and S, and he said that there were going to be shortages at least until April 2021. And this is something that I've been talking about in other videos. If you're somebody looking for an Xbox Series X or S, or if you're somebody looking for a PlayStation 5, you don't need to buy them from scalpers. You don't need to spend that additional money just to have one right now, because I think they will be a lot more available in March, April, May of this year. Now, when it comes to software, one of the highlights of the Xbox ecosystem obviously is Xbox Game Pass. Xbox software and services grew 40% annually, and it's attributed to first-party and third-party games lineup alongside Xbox Game Pass subscriptions. Now, in terms of the Game Pass subscribers, now it has just been reported by The Verge that there are 18 million subscribers on a service. So from September, when they reported the 15 million, it's jumped 3 million, which is pretty big. On top of that, Xbox Live also now has more than 100 monthly active users. So this 18 million mark is just going to continue to grow. People are going to continue to subscribe to Game Pass. A lot of this will have to do with those $1 promotions, but I strongly believe you can probably just look at the numbers. Microsoft probably looks at the numbers as well and sees the retention rate after that $1 subscription. I'm almost positive that a lot more people stay on than fall off after they get into Game Pass, because they get kind of hooked to how good the value is, even when you're paying $15 a month or so for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. When new Bethesda games start making their way to the service, Starfield is going to be the biggest one to keep your eye out for, because I'm really interested in how they're going to handle that game. That's a game that's supposed to be coming out this year, and we haven't seen too much about it yet, so we'll have to wait and see if that is the case. But once the deal is officially finalized between ZeniMax and Microsoft, I'm excited to see how they handle these games in terms of their exclusivity. I think they are going to keep them exclusive on the Xbox ecosystem, on the Xbox platform, because they will be available on PC, on your Xbox consoles, and they'll be available through the cloud with Android. So I really don't see a reason of having to put those on the PlayStation. The argument for putting them on PlayStation is so that they make that revenue off of people who are willing to pay full price for those games, because there is a large install base on the PlayStation platforms. But the way I look at it is what Microsoft truly cares about and what will be more beneficial and make them more money in the long run is this number right here that they continuously are increasing. It's the 40% annual subscription services that have been going up. They want to get that number every single fiscal to a higher amount. They want to make sure that they are always reporting higher Xbox Game Pass subscription numbers. And in the long run, the more subscribers they have to their services, the more money as a company they are going to make. And it will definitely outdo just selling a game at full price for a one-time purchase on the PlayStation. That's the way I look at it. That's just my prediction, what I think. I could be wrong on that. I'd love to hear what you guys think about that in the comments below. But yeah, Xbox has been very successful so far. The Xbox Series X and S has been a great launch. The services are continuing to grow, and Xbox is really here to stay. I think that Game Pass is a massive game changer in the industry, especially with that Bethesda acquisition, and especially with xCloud getting more and more prevalent in different markets. And people are going to want to sign up for Game Pass just to easily just play games on their phone through streaming and stuff like that. So I wasn't surprised by these numbers, but if you are somebody who's on Xbox, you have really nothing to worry about. There will be more content coming. They're going to continue to make money. They're probably going to continue to add more developers to Xbox Game Pass, potentially make more studio acquisitions so they can get more content that is exclusive to the platform. It'll be really interesting to see how this cycle, how this generation plays out going on into the, I guess, the next generation. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Are you excited about the news that Xbox has been successful in Q2 for Microsoft? What do you think the next move is because of the fact that they are continuing to grow in terms of acquiring another studio, getting more licenses on Game Pass, getting more studios to buy into the service? And do you think it's a good idea to keep all of the games from Bethesda exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem? Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you are new here and you liked what you see throughout this video, I'd really appreciate you subscribing to help this channel grow, and we can have awesome conversations in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.